All right, guys. So we're on the top of page 29, and we're going to rock this one out. We are starting with minor scales now. Yay, I love minor scales. And I know you do too, because it sounds a little dark and a little mysterious sometimes. So with our minor scale, it has a different order of the half steps, and that's what makes it sound different than a major scale. Is where we put the half steps. So it reminds you about half steps and whole steps. Half steps for cello are consecutive fingers, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. And for violin and viola, half steps are touching fingers when you have 1 to 2 this way, or 2 and 3 this way, or 3 and 4 that way, with that pattern we were just doing. So that's where your half steps are. Whole steps for cellos would be skipping a finger, or from like first position, fourth finger to the next open string, or open string to the first position, first finger is a whole step. And for violins and violas, a whole step is a big space. So remember half step and then whole step. They show you on piano that half steps are consecutive keys, so going from one note to the next touching note. And then a whole step would be 2 half steps, so you're skipping a note in between. All right, so I gave you a trick about finding the major key, and then the truth can be said about finding the minor key. So they're called relative minors. Relative minors means they share the same blood as the major keys, meaning they're made up of the same notes. So the key signature is the same. So their DNA is the same. But they're relative. They're related. So the trick is with sharp keys, instead of going up a step, you go down a step. Also, if you find the major key, it's the 6th scale degree. So if you go down 2 notes but stay in your key signature, so you go down a half step and then a whole step, you would be able to find the minor key, which is really kind of cool. Or you can just accept that it tells us this is D natural minor. It looks the same as F major, but it's in D minor. So another quick way you can check is if you know your major key and you're looking at your notes, but it doesn't start on the tonic, it doesn't start on the name of the key, it might not be, or end on the name of the key, it might not be in the major key. It might be in a minor key. Okay, so now our whole steps and half steps line up differently for minor scales, so let's go ahead and build it. So D to E is a whole step. E to F is a half step. See how it has a little bracket caret top to show you where the half step is. F to G is a whole step. So that's our first tetrachord. It goes whole, half, whole. Remember that the tetrachords are back to back, connected by a whole step. So we've got whole, half, whole, connected by a whole step. And then the last tetrachord is half step, whole step, whole step. So that's our D natural minor scale. There are other minor scales. The natural minor just means it follows the key signature and doesn't add any weird accidentals or anything. Most of the time when we're playing in music that's in a minor key, we'll probably have some accidentals. In that case, we might not be using the natural minor scale. We might be using the harmonic minor or the melodic minor. Later videos. Okay, let's play the D natural minor scale. 2, 3, 4. Arpeggio. Ready, and all right. Shady Grove uses D natural minor. So it looks like it's in the key of F major, but we're starting and ending on D. So probably not in F major. And when we listen to it, we realize it doesn't quite sound like major. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Actually not going to play through 135 together. It just shows you that there's a C sharp. So you can't play open C for cellos and violas. You're going to play a low 1. So in Ace's Death 136, there is a C sharp. So make sure you're not playing your open C string, you're playing a low 1 there. And for cellos, I think it's easier just to shift back to what's called half position and play 1. That's a low 1. But instead of shifting back to 1, which you can do. That's what it tells you to do in 135. Or you can play a second finger because you're already there and it's the end of the song. So again, I don't like shifting just for one note. I feel like if I'm going to make that much effort, lazy cello, if I'm going to make that much effort, then I might as well go ahead and play another finger there. Okay. So take a pause to read about the Norwegian composer Edvard Grieg. Great. You've probably heard some of his music before. Reading through his little mini bio there, you've probably heard Hall of the Mountain King, and Peer Gynt Suite, and then this one we're going to play, which is from the Peer Gynt Suite. This is Ace's Death. Okay. So it's soft and it's a little slow. So lots of vibrato on this one too. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully you enjoyed playing through page 29 as quickly as we did. Remember that I'm available, and now I'm doing some online, well, I'll be starting it today, so you won't see this video till next week, but hopefully you've signed up for some practice during my office hours. I'm going to offer that every week now, so that if you would like some extra help with something, or you're not sure about how to play something that we've done in the previous week or the current week, or just any questions you have, maybe you're having troubles on your instrument. So I'll be available for little 10-minute interviews. I figured out how to set that up from another orchestra director friend of mine, Mr. Anderson from Adams Junior High. And so I'm very thankful to him for helping me figure out how to make it easy for everyone, so that you can get some one-on-one time with me, and I can help you become a better at playing your instrument, whether it's for the audition music or just in general, playing in general, or if you just want to say hi and chat and tell me what's going on in your world, that's fine too. So I'll see you hopefully online. Bye.